Hey YouTube, it's Lip On Queen here. Just want to get here today, and I wanted to share my Okalan eyeshadow palette collection. So I'm super excited for this because lately I've been on an eyeshadow palette kick, and I've recently found this brand, and I'm just super excited to share it with you guys because I feel like it's a hidden brand that no one really talks about that much, and I'm really impressed with it. So I want to go here today and share my thoughts on each palette. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first palette that I want to mention is a pressed pigment palette, and this is a dupe for the Urban Decay Alice in Wonderland palette. They had come out, like, I think back in like 2016. It's the Through the Looking Glass, I think it is, and this is such a beautiful palette. So this is what the box looks like. It comes in, and then when you take it out of the box, it's a really beautiful, like, hefty palette. And when you open it, you get a mirror, which I won't show you, and you also get beautiful pigments. And I mean, these are very pigmented. So I will swatch just a few from the palette. You do have mattes and shimmers in this palette. Let me go ahead and swatch just a few more. I gotta say though, if you use a primer with this palette, it's super beautiful. So there's some of the lighter colors from the palette, except for the blue. And then we also have this really beautiful red that I just think is absolutely stunning. It's almost like a copper color a little bit. It's just beautiful. I'm just really impressed with this palette. So if this was a palette maybe you were always wanting to get and you didn't, you missed out, or maybe it's a one that you'd like to experiment with, I ended up getting this palette for only, how much was it? I think like $8 on eBay. It was like they were doing a bid, and I got it for like $8. But you can find this palette on eBay at any time, because every time I go on eBay, I'm always looking for like different Okalan brand palettes that I've just really become really obsessed with lately. I just think some of them are just super beautiful, and I love the formula. Now this one, I feel like is a little bit lighter. I mean, it is pigmented, but it's mainly on the darker ones. I feel like the lighter colors aren't as pigmented. But if you use a primer with these, you really will have like a better, you'll have like a better chance of getting more of a pop of color, and it'll stay on long. And also if you use a white eyeshadow pencil underneath as your primer or your base, it'll really help make these colors pop. So I really do love this palette. I think it's really nice, and I'm glad I have it. The next one I found on JB and Eve's website, which I will link down below. It's similar to Shop Miss A, but a little bit different. It's got a little bit more higher priced items than Shop Miss A does, but this was only $6 on their website. And this is the dupe for one of the Lime Crime palettes. And it's just so beautiful. I just love this. So it does come with a mirror. And look at the colors. I absolutely love this. I didn't think that these colors were going to look that great on me. I just wanted to try it. And I was experimenting with it one day, and I fell in love with the colors. I just think they're beautiful. And I'm just excited to have it because I was really impressed that the eye look that I did come up with, it looks so nice. Let's see if I can get all these swatched real quick so you guys can see some of the colors. Because I definitely want you guys to see the array of colors you get in this palette. I'm terrible at swatching, but look how beautiful that is. And I love that duochrome color up top. It's just absolutely beautiful. And this was only $6 on the JB and Eve website. So, I was really impressed with that, and I'm glad that I ended up ordering it from the site. They do have other ones on that site, which I need to be looking into and getting some more different ones. Because I like showing these to you guys. And I like, I'm normally not about like having dupes of anything, but, you know, these are palettes that I just wanted to experiment with to see if I even like the color. And I definitely don't want to spend a whole lot on a palette, even if I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. So I like getting like this brand here just to see if I like the formula of them. So super excited for that. So now we have one that is a dupe. I don't know what it's supposed to be a dupe for, but I know it's supposed to be duping one of the Too Faced palettes. I don't know if this is an actual palette or one they just came up with that's similar to it. But this one here It's absolutely beautiful, and it smells like chocolate, just like the chocolate bar palette from Too Faced. So it does come with a mirror, and I'm going to hold it upside down so I don't blind you with the mirror. And how beautiful is that? Do y'all see in the light the overspray on each palette? I mean each color. There is an overspray, but look how beautiful, guys. I will swatch just a few. There is only one downfall to this palette, because I love it, but if you don't like shimmer, you will not like this palette. But also, I do experience some fallout with this. Like I do have like shimmer all around my face sometimes. And if you don't use a setting spray or a really good primer, you're going to have that issue. So make sure you use a good setting spray and that you also use a good primer to help it stick to the eye. But look at just a few of them that I've swatched. How beautiful is that palette? One of my favorite colors in this palette is this one right here. I don't know why I'm so attracted to this color, but I am. It's just absolutely stunning. Look how beautiful that color is. It's so pretty. So, I definitely recommend this palette if you're looking for one that has a lot of shimmer and just kind of like gives you that pop of the eye look that you're looking for. I definitely recommend it. I think the formula of it's fantastic, but the only downfall is it does leave some shimmer on the face if you do not use a good primer and you do not use a setting spray. So make sure you do that and you shouldn't have any issues. So super excited for this palette. You do have a few mattes in here, but you mainly have shimmer, and it's so nice. I absolutely love this palette, and it smells amazing. I just love that. It smells just like the chocolate bar, so very excited for that. And then we have this baby, and I absolutely love this palette. This is the Urban Memory palette from Okalan. And, oh my gosh, guys. It is so beautiful. It has a huge mirror, and then you have all your colors in here. And like when you first look at it, you're kind of like, yeah, it's kind of basic. But when you swatch these colors, oh my gosh, look at that. And they are stunning on the eye. Like, absolutely stunning. Like, I'm so impressed with this palette. Look at that. I don't get a lot of fallout with this palette, which I know with any palette you're going to have some fallout, but I don't have a whole lot of fallout with this palette. They pretty much just glide right on the eye, and they look beautiful. There are some matte colors up at the top, and some shimmers. Now, my hand's a little wet here, but you can kind of see they're very, like, iridescent looking, and they're just beautiful. I've just been super impressed with this palette ever since I got it. And then we have some shimmer at the bottom, like right here, these two colors here. And oh my gosh, guys, I'm just so impressed with this palette. I even want to swatch this one because I absolutely love this color. Look at that beautiful bluish green. Isn't it beautiful? Just super impressed with this. This is probably one of my favorite palettes that I have from the Okalan brand. I'm just so impressed with this palette. And I think this retailed for like maybe $8 on eBay. This was such a good deal. And like I said, I don't know what they're duping with that. I first thought it was the Urban Decay palette, the Born to Run, but I don't think it's that one that they're trying to dupe. It kind of looks like a setup of Kat Von D or something, but I don't know for sure if that's what they're trying to dupe. I'm not sure what they're doing there. If you guys know, comment down below. But it kind of looked like on the packaging on the outside that they were trying to do a dupe for the Born to Run, but not sure. So the last one I want to mention is an Okalan Glittering Shimmer Natural Glow palette. And I feel like they were trying to do maybe something from the Hourglass brand. Okay, you have your mirror, but here is what the setup looks like. And I don't own anything from Hourglass. I've never owned anything from Hourglass, but I always see people show like the Hourglass palettes and stuff, and they kind of look like this. So that's why I'm trying to figure out if that's what it's a dupe for. But oh my gosh, guys. These are stunning. And they glide right on the skin. Like it's, you don't even have to like put any effort in it. It's just they glide right on. Let me get the swatch. This is just the top row. Look how beautiful. That's just the top row. And then we're going to swatch the bottom row on my hand. Let me wipe these swatches off real quick. I was just super impressed with this palette. Okay. Sorry if I'm sniffling. I'm still trying to get over this stupid cold I've had for like a week now. Hopefully it'll leave. Now look at this one. That is stunning. It is so beautiful. I love this palette. So, super impressed with everything that I've been purchasing from this brand. Like I'm saying, even if it's a dupe of something, I really don't care. Like, I absolutely love the fact that I found this brand when I did, because I was going through my eyeshadow palette kick, which I still am a little bit, but I've kind of like eased up a little bit. But oh my gosh, guys, these are like hidden gems. I don't know. I see a few reviews from the Okalan brand on YouTube, but I don't see them like talking about all these palettes, and these palettes are fantastic. So I wanted to go here today, give you my thoughts on them, and let you guys know that they are an actual brand, and they do have a lot of products to offer. So I will link JB and Eve's website down below so you can check to see if maybe you want to purchase one of the Okalan palettes from them. They also have a bunch on eBay if you want to look it up on eBay and order it that way. Either way, they have some fantastic products, and I think they actually have an Okalan brand website, which I will link down below too. But I always find it cheaper on the eBay sites, and I always find it cheaper on the JB and Eve website. So that's the reason why I don't order from the site itself. So I will link the JB and Eve's website down below, and the Okalan palette, the cosmetic line down below as well, so you guys can check them out. But I want to go here today, give you my thoughts on those palettes, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.